Hello. I am Jenny, and welcome to my channel if you've never been here before, and welcome back if you've been a follower. And I had something happen. Well, I didn't have it happen, but it happened to my family, and I wanted to share it with you because I'm hoping will give you some hope. So, a couple weeks ago, my granddaughter got baptized, and it just happened to be on her grandfather's birthday. So, we're both Christians, but we're divorced. That's a long story. Maybe I'll tell you someday about that. But we're friends now. We didn't used to be, but we are now. And so I was, they don't live near me, my daughter and her children, they don't live near me. So I had watched it on streaming, I watched them stream it and got to watch her be baptized. And later on that day, I was talking to her grandfather. I'm going to start giving people names. So grandfather's name is Robert. He's my ex-husband. And I was telling him what a great birthday, and we were talking about that, what a great birthday present that is, to know that your grandchildren are going to be in heaven, that they got saved and they're going to be in heaven. And as we were talking, something occurred to me, and I just thought it was really true. This is the hand of God. I'm telling you, this is the hand of God. So if we go back, my mother's the one that started all this. Now, she's passed away, and my mother had a lot of problems. She had a whole lot of problems, but she did get saved, and she read her Bible a lot. She wasn't a perfect Christian by any stretch of the imagination. She had a lot of problems, and she caused a lot of problems for me. But somehow, the Lord managed to save me too. I don't know, He does what He does. And eventually my husband, he got saved too. So, and then both of us, even though we were living in, two different houses, were making sure that our daughters, and my daughter that we're talking about, the mother of my granddaughter, is Candace. So that she was going to church. We made sure that they went to church, and even though we messed up a lot too, we made sure that they knew about Jesus and the Bible and how to, live a Christian life. And we prayed for the kids and so on and so forth. So, I told Robert, I said, do you realize that this is fourth generation Christians now? Because of, at least in my line, I don't know about my son-in-law, how far back it goes with him, but for me, it started, like I said, with my mom. So there's my mom, me, my daughter, and her daughter. And I'm telling you this, of course I'm happy about it, but I'm not telling you to gloat. The reason why I'm telling you this is because you might be the only person in your family right now that's a follower of Christ, and everybody around you is giving you a hard time about it or seems resistant to it. But I want to encourage you to keep praying. If your kids are little, take them to church, even if your spouse doesn't go with you, because I had to do that. I took my kids to church and he stayed home. It wasn't until later that he decided that he was going to be a follower of Christ as well. But you just keep with it. Take your kids to church. The Bible tells us that we are supposed to train up a child in the way he will go. When he is old, he'll not depart from it. And that is the truth. Even if your children have gone to Sunday school their whole lives, and they've gone to church, and you pray with them before they go to bed, and you say grace, and you teach them about Jesus and read the scriptures to them, and so on and so forth, and they go through a stage in their life where it seems like they're not following God at all, you just keep on praying, because God has made promises to us. And my family is living proof of it. And I'm telling you, if you'd asked me this 20 or 30 years ago, I would have said, no way, Jose. That is not going to happen. You know, with everything that's going on, it would be hard to believe. And of course, I didn't even think about it at all when I was a kid growing up, living in my mom's house. I was just trying to get through the day back then. But this is God's promise. It doesn't look the way we want it to. Sometimes it's perfect. And if you're one of those people that it's been perfect for you, well, thank God for that, because that is a true blessing and it is a true testimony. But it's I'm just over the moon, so happy when I look at the things that God's done over the course of time in my family, with my kids and my grandchildren. And I still pray, because they're little, they have a whole lot of living to do before they get to my stage. And I just pray that they stay with the Lord, that things don't try to pull them away or tempt them, because it's a lot easier to stay with the Lord and be a follower. But for you who may not feel that, because that was my mother's situation. Everybody thought they called her a religious fanatic and a Jesus freak. Back then, Jesus freak was not a compliment. And people didn't want to hear it, but she kept on and she stayed with it. Really, to the day that she died, she stayed with it. And so these are little seeds that she planted way back when. And God did answer her prayers. I just wanted you to know that, because you can have hope.